trespassers will be shot, survivors will be shot again, or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love how you can just put a sign up and make murder legal.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
I have a
Definitely
sign.
in Florida.
This is America, baby. This is America. As long as I put it in writing, there's nothing you can do about it.
Gotcha.
If you come to my house at my invitation, I'm having sex with you, okay? And that's consent.
From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pod Therapy.
Don't
real
make that a
people,
drop.
real problems,
I was like quiet.
and real
You
therapists.
put it at the beginning of an episode.
You can submit your questions anonymously at podtherapy.net or email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com. And now, broadcasting from the unnamed studio.
Yeah.
That's Jim, that's Whitney, I'm Nick. It's time for some Pod Therapy.
Well, we are deep into December. We are moving right along into the holiday season. Exciting times are among us, and we are only a few short weeks from our Season 8 finale before we kick off Season 9.
What are you guys going to do over the break?
Celebrate the birth of Christ.
Oh, yeah.
What break? We don't get a break. What are
Yeah,
you
the
talking
break
about?
between seasons
The
8 and
season
9.
break.
Oh, yeah. The sabbatical that we're
Yeah.
due? Yeah, that's true. You know, that's exactly it. We should go to the Patreon and ask for that. We should be like, hey, guys,
We really need this.
would you guys keep funding this if we take 6 months off?
Oh my god.
6 months.
Whoa, I thought it was gonna be like a week. I was like,
I was thinking like a couple of weeks.
I want a true professorial sabbatical. A whole year off.
Jim's like, do you mind funding our show while I back through Europe?
Can you imagine me trying to do any of that? That sounds, I wouldn't back
that would
through
be a
Vegas.
reality show I would pay for.
back to your house.
That's right. Yeah, I don't want to do any of that. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. But the finale is coming up, and our minions in the Discord are hard at work designing our trivia showdown for the great reward of being the doctor of the show into the next year.
Have you decided
Exciting
what I should put on the line, Jim?
Yeah, we need to.
Because Whitney and Nick need to have their things on the line
Everybody's
as
got
well.
skin in the game because it's
Yeah.
only me. I'm the only one that's
You
ever
have
put
skin.
in. I have skin in the game.
You're a doctor right now.
Yeah, I think Nick has to put in his personal trainer certificate. I think that whoever wins also becomes a licensed personal trainer
I don't
and
want that.
gets to give authoritative advice all year long.
It's about to expire, so that's fine.
Okay, great. I want it.
I was thinking my 26-foot ladder.
Yo, winner just keeps the ladder.
I think
Winner has to store the ladder.
You know what? I
so
store
if it just
it.
ends up at Jacob's house, it's where all of your other stuff is. The tamper.
He actually brought it with him and just put it in Jacob's
honestly,
garage. Right
I think he's just trying to get Jacob to take it.
that is a great idea. If I could just get a clicker remote for your garage.
I get that. Right on it.
Yeah, and then Whitney puts in Pete. I think winner takes Pete.
Yeah, I don't need him.
It's really about rescuing Pete at this point.
Pete who? Who's that?
Pete?
We're over Peter. Well, it's going to be a fun end of the season. Definitely keep tuning in. And for all of you that have been supporting us, we really do appreciate it. December is another one of those times where, as we wrap up a season of the show, we reflect on 8 years of this project. We're just going to continue to invite you to be a part of it. And we're so grateful for all the people who go to patreon.com/therapy. Our show is people powered. We've dabbled with doing sponsorships. We put in, some generic ads that we don't really have choices over. We pepper them in the main show. The system tells us that we're supposed to put in 16 more ads than we really do. What? We just put them in the trivia breaks. You can skip right over them. So this show has never really gone the commercial route, but it is financed and funded and has survived for 8 years consistently, man. Doing a show a week with 4 people for as long as we have. I mean, even just with 2 people for 8 years, and Jacob's been a part of it since October of that first year.
I was going to say 2 people. It's been 2 people in a long time.
3
Jacob's
people
chopped
from
liver.
year one. I mean, shit, I don't know that we've ever really missed. And so, that's crazy to go that long.
I don't think we've missed. We're
If ever.
recording a double today because I'll be out of town next week.
We're on top of it.
So I mentioned that to Peter last night. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're jumping the recording up to earlier today because Jacob's out of town next week." And Peter goes, "You're out of town next weekend too." I was like, "Oh yeah, this works out."
Remember, you're going with Jacob.
I was like, Jacob's always out of town at the perfect times. Like last time I went out of town, Jacob's like, "We got a double because I'm out." I'm like, "Yes, thank you."
It all comes together. But yeah, I mean, 8 years of a show. As we kind of come through December, we're going to be reflecting a little bit
Your
more
father's
about
dick
that.
has been in me.
There it is. A lot of memories, a lot of good advice.
Reflecting.
And you're doing
That was good advice.
3 questions a show, 52 shows a year, 8 years in a row. We have answered some shit. We have created a library of additional content at patreon.com/therapy. If you go sign up there for as little as $1. You can access our entire archives of 8 years of work that we've done, extra work where we've gone through therapy skills with people. We've done interviews with world-leading experts in all kinds of different disciplines. We have done research roundups where we've gone through big stuff. Yeah, we never pay anybody a dime. But yeah, no, not painting. But yeah, patreon.com/therapy is a great place to grab those resources.
I actually just posted an episode, a deep dive.
Nice.
It's going to be tomorrow for us.
Okay.
But Monday for all of you listening. With a
What he means is it's out. Go look.
right,
there you
it
go.
is.
As
It
you're
is.
hearing
Please,
this.
please, if you're interested, it's with Adeline Sage White, who's a registered
Sex offender.
dietitian.
There it
no.
is.
I thought it too. I was just going to let it go.
Yeah.
Jim
Oh
said.
my god, that's funny. I did not go there, and I've worked with.
I'm
sex
like
offenders.
Michael Scott. It's like, oh, that's what she said. Oh, you're just mad that I said it first.
No, but it's really good. So her program and Mental Fit, we're going to be partnering.
Oh,
and we're going
cool.
to be doing a bunch of stuff together. Which is another reminder. Thank you. I keep forgetting to talk about this shit.
Yeah.
I am terrible at this. I am terrible.
You're bad at promotion.
We're gonna do the.
He's
We're
a
gonna
bad
do
boy.
the
New Year, New Me challenge?
Yeah.
Yes.
The personal train or the
I was wondering if you were going to do this.
yeah the Mental Fit fitness challenge. That's what it
Nice.
is.
Fitness challenge in your
my
butt.
life. Yep.
.com.
So every year I try to do something a little bit different. Last year I put a bunch of videos out of me doing the workouts and demonstrating all the movements and stuff. It's going to be the exact same in that sense.
Good.
The new thing that we're doing, hopefully, is I'm getting Adeline to contribute.
Okay.
So she's going to do some
yes.
stuff on healthy eating, relationships with food.
Oh, cool.
She's going to add a bunch of different components to it. So look for that. It'll be really good, really interesting. Should be starting. We're going to start in the beginning of January.
And
First week of
where can they
January.
sign up?
I don't know.
Okay.
You expect him to know those details?
Well, look,
Uh,
Discord,
mental-
we need help. Somebody buy him a goddamn URL.
No, you can do it through my website, mentalfitpersonaltraining.com /PodTherapy. I believe
Okay.
is what it is.
Okay.
You have to put in that whole thing
HTTPS.
because it's
colon.
it's hidden from the average person.
Right.
Okay, so you can't
Non-believers.
you can't go to
Yeah.
it's a what are the
Like a private
Speakeasy.
link?
speakeasy.
Yeah,
it's a,
that's
it's
right.
a
Yeah.
personal training speakeasy.
That's right. VIP only.
yeah. So you got to go mentalfitpersonaltraining.com /podtherapy, and then that will be the sign up page.
Awesome. Also, if you remind me, I will put a link in our episode description, in
Cool.
the public feed, and in the Patreon, so people can just open up the description of this episode wherever you're listening, and we will zap you right to it. Go check it out, and you can zap. Yep, but patreon.com /therapy. Support the show. That is how we have survived for 8 years and have made it work. And we love this project. We're here for another season. And thanks to all of you who make it possible, because it's only with that support that we've been able to get through it and to get through the pandemic and to keep this thing going and just bringing professional advice in a lively, friendly way to the world. And so it's a really unique project. I don't know that anybody in the world's doing it the way we're doing it. But we've got some great questions for today's show. And we're kicking it off with a simple one about being overwhelmed. Hi, Colonial Jim. I think that means Colonel. Hello, Colonel Jim, Nick, Dr. Jacob, and of course, Whitney. I've been part of the Discord community for a while, and it's been a huge source of support. Thank you for all that. For those who don't know my story, here's a quick catch up. Over the past few years, I've been a caregiver for multiple family members. My father-in-law passed away from a heart attack on Thanksgiving in 2023. My mother-in-law, who had severe dementia...
Just say you don't like the food.
Jesus.
You don't have to. You don't have to go and die. Just be
That's-
like, I don't want another slice of pie.
It's a statement.
Yeah.
Was the turkey dry? I don't know.
I don't know, but dude checked out.
It did not
little
end well.
dramatic.
It was a little much. Oof. My mother-in-law, who had severe dementia, died in 2024. Just last month, my mom passed away from heart issues. Now, the only family member I'm responsible for is my dad, who lives in Florida and has mild dementia. I live in New York, so managing his care has been complicated. Since my mom's death, my dad can't live alone anymore. I've been trying to find long-term placement for him, but navigating the Medicaid and Medicare system feels overwhelming. Honestly, our elder care system feels broken, and every step of the process is
What?
exhausting.
When did that happen?
In America? You're just not trying hard enough.
Just recently.
This time around has been harder than before. My mom's death hit me deeply, but I haven't had the space to grieve because I've been buried in logistics, funeral arrangements, paperwork, and figuring out care for my dad. After years of caregiving, I feel worn out.
That is a side note. Afterlife care, like that immediate afterlife care and everything, that is also so complicated.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it is so. I mean, we talk about healthcare and everything, and that's something that we need to talk about
The
for
finalizing
sure.
stuff.
But like that end of life care, the burial costs, the funeral arrangements, all that stuff. It is so much stuff.
And just organizing, getting through their records and finding all the stuff.
Oh, as soon as you get into that, you're just done.
It looks like that happened here. Additionally, my mom's spending.
I wasn't even thinking about that part. But yeah, that too.
It shows up. Additionally, my mom's spending left my dad with no savings and limited resources. See previous letters about that. I'll admit something that feels awful to say. Part of me looks forward to the day my dad passes, simply because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Friends and neighbors keep asking me when my dad is coming home or suggesting I let him live at home with minimal support. But the reality is he couldn't even call 911 when my mom needed help before she died. He struggles with mobility, and if something happens, it would take me half a day to get there. Medicare only covers about 4 hours of home aid per day, which isn't nearly enough. Sometimes I feel tempted to just put him back in his house with a medical alert bracelet and food delivery, but I know that's not truly safe. I feel alone, guilty for my thoughts, and scared of ending up in the same situation myself someday. My question is, how do I cope with these feelings of exhaustion, guilt, and fear while still trying to do right by my dad? Thank you, Sammy Scoop. P.S. Things I've learned from this whole experience: have durable power of attorney and a will, even if you just print one from online.
Yep.
It will save thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Sammy, I do remember
The power of attorney is a big one that people don't talk about a lot, but that's an important one too.
Yeah, your previous letters writing in, I remember that story. Very sad and sorry that you had to go through that.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I know. I feel like what I hear a lot of the times too when we talk about making wills and making things a little bit easier for loved ones that are still here after you've passed is that older adults avoid this. It's almost like they put it on a 40 by 40 list and then never did it.
Wow.
But it's like they put their
Too
own list
soon.
together and then didn't do any of it.
Too soon.
Even when people were supportive of it, and encouraging, and like
Were they?
trying to help.
Were they? Or were they
Yes.
mocking you from the bleachers?
But on a serious note, this is one thing that I didn't realize was so difficult for, I'm going to say parents, because people I'm talking to are like friends around my age and their parents are aging. And they're like, my mom or my dad just will not talk about what they want to do with their things, or that, like, they kind of might mention something in passing, but just what that means when they pass. And that is one thing my dad has been so good at, and I love this about him so much. He has sat down like last Thanksgiving and before that, he's like, all right, when I die, this goes to your stepmom, this goes to you, this goes to your, but like he lays it all out. He's like, I have a spreadsheet.
Great.
He's like, here's my password to my computer. He's like, make sure you get this, here's this. Like, he just laid it all out. I was like, fuck yes. I was like, thank you. And I didn't realize how much of a I'm using the term blessing, but like how thankful I should be for that until you read letters like that, where it's just like, that's an added thing on your plate when someone's already passing and you're grieving. Mm-hmm.
As I've gotten older, my thinking on this has changed, because when I was younger, people would ask me, like, well, okay, so what would you want if you were to die? Do you want to be cremated? Do you want to be buried?
When you don't have kids, it's like complicated.
Yeah. Do you want to be, a burial at sea? What is it that you want exactly?
And fired out of a cannon into the sun. I want a weekend at Bernie's. Yeah. You guys all have to fucking party with me and see how long you can keep my dead body going.
Okay, I'll say this right now. When I die, I do want the three of you to do a weekend at Bernie's.
Okay. I would honor that request.
Yes.
Yeah. I would do that.
Just for a couple days. And then whatever happens after that, whatever.
Fine. I can leave you on the beach and let the Pelicans have you. But I'm going to hire a professional photographer.
That sounds nice.
Okay, well, weekend at Bernie's. You got to do it the right way.
Jim's not going to a beach.
With all due respect, I'm not leaving Jim in charge of it.
Okay, that's fine.
I want to go someplace nice.
Reno.
Bro, I'll take you to
And I
Havasu.
am not going to travel. I mean, dead or alive, I am not going on Spirit. I'll tell you that. But
Joke's on you. I'm not paying extra to carry your dumbass body on that.
Oh, you've got time to save up points.
You would qualify as baggage, and I'm not paying for that. The points don't cover the bags.
But my point is that like I used to just think like I don't care, like, you know, because I'm going to be dead. I don't care. Whatever you all decide is going to be best for you as far as grieving and whatever. Just do whatever you want. With my belongings, I don't care. Spread them out however you want. And now as I'm getting older and I'm hearing more of these stories, I'm realizing like, oh, I'm not doing them a favor.
Right, by saying whatever
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
harder. They're like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, I need to be very clear, and we need to have a very specific plan.
Yeah.
But Sammy,
Don't worry, Nick. I've got a plan for you.
Good. Yeah, I'll just leave you in charge.
Yeah, I got
But
it.
here's the thing: like you were talking too about like, the funeral and all of these things after life that you all have to deal with. And it just reminds me of the conversation we just had about having a contractor when you're doing home renovations.
Yeah.
And how nice it would be if you just had one point person
Yeah.
that you could just hire.
Like a wedding
Yeah.
planner, but it's a funeral
Yeah.
planner.
And some funeral homes do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are funeral homes that have basically that service where you just deal with that person and
They deal with everything.
they deal with
else.
it, but it's expensive.
It's
do they help
expensive,
with
yeah.
do they help with like kind of like they have maybe the checklist? They're like, okay, here's how
They'll
this goes.
deal with the hospital if there's a hospital involved. They'll
okay.
do all of it.
And it's not just funeral. They're helping you figure out the end of
it.
life care. Like,
That's
all right,
it.
here's how you close bank accounts. Here's how. Wow,
They're
man.
doing all that stuff. But
There's
it is,
so
it is
many
pricey.
things.
That's how the rich live.
Yeah, there's
Or
so many
technically
loose
die.
ends. But like, and this goes back to something I was thinking about the other day. Like, just the American healthcare system is so fucking
Gosh,
dumb.
I know.
And like, you look at these situations. Here are these humans who have paid taxes their entire lives. Like, they're in those elder years. It's the most predictable goddamn thing that every American is going to go through is to eventually have your health fail and be old and like need some kind of support and care, but not necessarily need to be checked into a hospital. You know, just like with IV sticking out of your arm. And like, we have not solved this. You know, like we just cannot fucking solve this.
Right.
But like, we will absolutely, you know, go build a new goddamn ballroom on the White House. You know,
Yeah.
and it's just like, why can't we solve this?
I know.
And it's just so frustrating. Like reading Sammy's letter and just
Poor
realizing,
Sammy.
yeah,
So
how
much death,
powerless.
too. I was just rereading
I
through it,
know,
like, just
just
one
back
thing
to
after
back
another.
to back. The hits keep on coming.
So I will say too, like your question, Sammy, like, is there any way to kind of deal with these feelings of exhaustion, guilt, fear, so on and so forth? I'll say with the guilt, I would want to normalize that a little bit.
Yes,
that's fair.
yes.
Because I think anybody in your situation is gonna have those thoughts, and I think
You're
it's
exhausted.
Yeah, it's very honest and brave of you to just admit it and just
Well,
like,
it's
yeah,
not that you
here's
want
where
the
I'm at.
person dead.
No,
but you just want to not
the
have to
relief.
deal with this bullshit anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's reasonable. And I mean you're just extrapolating to that like the way I'm not going to have to deal with this anymore is once they're dead.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean the desire is not for this person to die. The
And
desire is to not have to deal with this bullshit.
And it's
That's
still going
fine.
to be painful. It's still
Yes,
going to hurt.
of
Like
course
I'm
it is.
having the same thoughts with my dog, Layla. You know, she's 15 years old. Her kidneys are failing. She's just going through a lot of shit. And I keep having this thought of like, okay, this would be a lot easier once she passes.
Yes.
Right.
You know, but I'm still.
then you're
that
like,
doesn't.
"Ugh."
I know. Yeah.
I think all
and then
the
I have
time
this
about how much
terrible-
easier my life will be when SJ is dead.
Right.
It's not because I hope she dies.
The
it's because
DoorDash
it will
fees.
simply be easier.
Yeah, the
Can we
DoorDash
just save
savings
SJ? Why are
alone.
we saving Peter?
SJ's
I'm fine with
fine.
her being alive. I'm just
Yeah.
saying it'll be easier when she's
okay,
not.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Different.
That's
Things
the
will
difference
just work a
between-
little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
better. You know? Yeah, things will
I'm
just
not
operate.
desirous of my spouse to die.
No, nor is
Unlike
he
some people
Yeah.
on this show.
who are going through Craigslist looking for contractors.
Close it out real quick.
No, I like what you said, Nick. Like normalizing it, which is one of the things. Like we've had writers in the past, I think, similar to Sammy, where you're just facing an unsolvable problem, and it's so tough because these unsolvable problems create just a mountain of emotion and mental health anguish, and to feel so powerless and worried. Right, you're half a continent away from your loved one. They are incapable of self-care. You've got to monitor them from that far away. I know people in Sammy's position that have cameras in the house to like watch like the parent trying to call other people to check on them, and like you're so powerless to help. And people say, oh, well, why don't you just take the simple route and just move them into my house?
Oh my god,
that may not be
the
possible.
simple route always,
it's not simple, you know.
No,
and
there's not a simple route.
that
well, and it
sounds
also
simple on
violates
paper, move them in with you. That is a complicated
and it also
route.
violates the autonomy of dad, because dad might
Right.
be like, look, I live in Florida, this is my home, I want to be in my home, and like I'm mostly lucid, but then unreliably sometimes I'm not, and like there is an autonomy to that too. And it's such a mess, man, and it's just such a difficult process. And I wish we had a system where we could say, oh, here's this one weird trick. But like you try to use Medicare, you try to use Medicaid, you try to use the state social services, you call around, you look for help, and even personal like home care and stuff. Sometimes that gets really rough too, because these people are coming to the house and you're not there. You're not the contractor overseeing the work. And sometimes you're like, are they really showing up, Dad? Like, what's going on? Are they taking care of you? And you just can't quarterback the thing. You just feel really powerless.
What would the best case scenario be? Let's just say that we don't have to deal with any of the money. We don't have to deal with any of the bullshit. Mm-hmm. If you have a loved one who lives in a different state, who is in deteriorating health, whatever the cases are, what is kind of the best looking solution for that?
Right.
If money's no object.
If money's no object, I think it's an assisted living facility.
Yeah.
So they have different versions of this where there's assisted living communities.
Yeah.
And you kind of have your own little condo, but like all the condos are inhabited by folks in a similar position. Some of them are more or less mobile. Yeah. You'll have like the clubhouse in the middle of the community.
You definitely lose some of the autonomy with that, though.
You do lose some of the autonomy, but they have various gradients of this where we can preserve it for as long as possible. And they'll have staff that come and get you and say, hey, today we're all going to have dinner over here at the clubhouse, or we have a community bus. We're all going to take a ride out to Hoover Dam this weekend and go check this out. So you still have your own space, but then the staff are checking on you every day. And like there are built-in safety parameters. Mm-hmm. Everything's, obviously ADA compliant. So, I mean, like if money's no object, they have these options. But this is one of the things that really, again, like punches me in the gut about the American system is that if let's say you're part of the millennial generation or Generation X, so you were the least wealthy of every generation that came before you, the most cost of living than anybody else, the highest cost to get into the market with college and all this shit and student loans, highest cost of childcare anybody ever had. Then your elders age up and now they need help, and now they quickly burn through all their money, and now you've got to take care of them at end of life and pay tons of money to put them somewhere safe. So then you never get to this point where you're securing your own life. And so there's a lot of people feel so guilty about this because they're like, could I afford to put dad in some gold standard, assisted? Yeah, I could. But then we don't fucking live our lives, right? And my spouse deserves better than that. Our future deserves better than that. I can't rob, our treasury to do that. So I need Medicare and Medicaid to do their job, but they are just like driving on flat tires. And so you just end up trapped. And there just is no like good solution, as Sammy's saying. Like Sammy's trying every possible door and has found nothing that really works.
Yeah.
And I don't think Sammy's asking us for the golden ticket here. She knows we don't know as much as she does.
Yeah.
I think she's asking, I'm a human, I'm broken.
She knows us well enough to know.
She's been, she's supported the show. She's met us in person. She was one of Whitney's ducks at one of the costume contests.
Well, Sammy, I hope that helped.
Yeah. She knows what this is. But yeah, coping with grief. I mean, whenever you're, and I think some of this is what we sometimes call like pre-grieving, where you're sort of like anticipating what's going to go wrong, and it's only going to get harder for Sammy over time. And I think that's what's really tough about this is like you're trying to protect your dad and the situation from anything that could fall and hit the ground. But I just don't know that you can. And so there's this almost acceptance, as Sammy's starting to pivot to, of like the inevitability of death, the inevitability of things going wrong, trying to clean up the mess where I can, and just sort of being on standby. But then I think you're living with this perpetual anxiety, right? Mm-hmm. Of like always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Every phone call, worried that this is the one, or when the neighbors call, or you haven't heard from dad, or he's not answering on the first ring. Mm-hmm. Just this constant fear and just being so far away.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know what to tell you to do or what suggestions to give to cope because you're still trying to figure out what reality is going to be.
Right.
Like, you're not really sure where your dad's going to end up. I kind of wonder if there's an option. I know y'all talk about giving up autonomy, but he's starting to gain dementia. So the power of attorney thing is going to be important. And at some point, yes, we want elders to have autonomy, but there is like a was that a fulcrum? Like there's a tipping point where
Right.
at some point, if you are going to be the quote caregiver, the person responsible for this older person, maybe you move them up to a assisted living facility nearby or an apartment nearby you,
Right.
where the 4 hours of Medicare like covered can help, and then you can check in and really like maybe set up those other things like food delivery, but you're able to check in, you know,
Right.
2 hours in the evening, they're there 4 hours, like you can call, they can get the life alert. Like,
At least in state, because
Yeah,
in New
in
York,
state.
I'm sure that there's different pricings in different areas.
I think she's out kind of not in New York City, if I remember, like she's a little more outskirts, but
Yeah.
something like that is what I would consider looking into. And you talk about how to manage your emotions. I know that is a big endeavor as well, but I feel like long term that allows you a little more peace of mind and almost more space in your downtime to relax more rather than being across the country. you know?
Yeah.
But when you get to a point of security and knowing where dad's going to be and what you decide based on help that's available out there, which I know can be limited, I think just setting some time for yourself, using any support people around
Right.
you. Like, do you have friends you can reach out to that, like your community, basically?
Which, to Sammy's credit, and this is one of those stories that we actually are very aware of what Sammy's going through, because Sammy actually posts in our Discord. We have channels that are just for people to vent and get feedback, and nobody really offering to fix it necessarily. We have channels where it's just, I need to get this off my chest. And Sammy has shared and opened up about a lot of this, which has really allowed a lot of people in our Discord, which, by the way, our Discord is filled with hundreds and hundreds of people who are some of the best humans you'll ever meet on the world.
That's
And
a
they
lot of
basically
people. There's
just
that many people
organically
there?
form these support groups where they're like, hey, Sammy, you heard about this? They're trying to give her feedback, advice. They're doing research for her. And then a lot of times just being that shoulder or resonating and saying, hey, I've been through what you're going through. There will be peace on the other side of this, but this is hard. And here are some guiding values that I encourage you to think about, like so that you can sleep at night or so that you can feel like you did what you could when you could. So I love that suggestion. I'm just echoing it and saying,
Yeah.
luckily our Discord has become part of that.
They are.
But
They're so
that
great.
in-person component is really important too.
I know, just to give you a break or somebody to help check in on your dad if he makes it up closer
Right.
to you, just to pop in and say, hey, I don't know. That's just where I go to, because that is where even my friends with kids, I'm always keeping someone's fucking kid at my house.
Right,
But
yeah.
It's because
Against
I'm
their
like,
will. It needs to stop.
We need the community that we've lost, whether that's for aging parents, whether that's for like young children, or just ourselves to have friends to reach out to.
Wow, that was a back in my day from Whitney.
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
in
yeah.
my
Ah,
day.
so old.
Well, maybe because I know y'all have met my mom and love her, but she was gone a lot. So I relied on my friends and their parents. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's
Right.
passed on from that. But I think for older aging parents, that's a new territory and not something we're as familiar with. My grandma, she lived to 95 and she was pretty independent until 91 when she had a stroke. But she, after that, it was like a quick downhill for her, like just mentally. And watching her go through the system and trying to manage where to place her that gives the right amount of care, because that was
Right.
tough. They actually ended up placing her in a lower level of care, but then my uncles, she had a lot of kids, so all my uncles and my dad would go in and check on her
Right.
or stay with her. She needed a higher level of care, but that requires a different placement where,
Right.
again, it's more expensive. I think it was like $6,000 a month or something to place
Yeah.
somebody in like full care where they are checking on you because her blood sugar would be low, like all this stuff. Yeah. And this place was like 2,000 and I don't know, 2,500 a month instead of
See,
6,000.
and I think that's my advice to Sammy. The last thing I got on this is like, wanting to do right by your dad. We all deserve something like that. And very few of us will actually get it.
Yeah.
So I think, my advice to you is to be able to kind of separate what your father deserves versus what you're actually capable of giving him.
Setting expectations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, Jim's right. We all deserve better.
Hold on, I'm just checking to see if anybody's ever said that on the show before.
Is there?
Nope.
Okay.
Hey,
Is that a drop that's
what's that? 415 episodes.
Yeah, Jim's finally right.
No, but like none of us, very, very, very few of us are going to actually get anything close to what we actually deserve at the time of death. And so, yeah, adjust your expectations. I think you're just going to have to do the best with what you can. And I think you should be proud of yourself for doing that.
Absolutely.
My greatest fear is that I will get exactly what I deserve before I die.
Am I the asshole? Has a new meaning.
The answer is always yes.
Karma's always standing in the backyard staring through the windows. Not today, Karma.
I just imagine the last thing he sees is looking up the sky and a whole bunch of Uber Lyfts or Uber Eats drivers around him staring down at him. Yeah.
You adjusted your
We're here
tip.
for our tip, Mr. Smith.
Slowly fade to black.
Don't be mistaken. After I die, those industries are going to go away.
I'm holding up the Las Vegas market.
I'm propping them up single-handedly.
I love
believe it.
the Jack Handy quote that he says, whenever people lower me into the grave at my funeral, I hope what they look at and say is, man, he owed me so much money. The last
Oh my
words.
God, I like that.
Sammy, we love you. And I'm glad that our community is one of the things that helps you get through this. I'm glad that our show has given you those little mental breaks to just escape your world for a little while and just know that you are supported and cared for. But, this is one of those just gripping realities that there is no wiggling way out of it. And so sometimes like the coping skill is just finding those moments of escape wherever you can, those mental breaks, using our support system to talk about it. I'm going to be announcing in a future show that I'm actually going to launch support groups as part of my practice, and my interns are actually going to lead those, and those are going to be completely open because they're non-clinical.
Yes, I'm going to lead them.
Get your ass back in the closet. I did not release you yet. That's not going to happen. I will tell you when it's time.
I will lead the
Well, she
support
made
group.
it to Jacob's house.
Yeah, I know. She's very quick. Actually, she lives here. She's the wife of the
How long
painter.
has she been in here in that
Jacob
closet?
has my tamper and your intern.
His garage is full of treasures.
Mr. Jim said I should stay here.
You get back in the garage. Get back on the shelf where I left you. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're talking about another woman being in love with my man.
Oh,
You are listening.
shit.
Jolene. You're listening to Pod Therapy.
All right, today's episode is brought to you by Smitty Scoop, Mason Miller, Tess Miller, Byler T, Paris, Team Monaco, Oscar Swanrose, Anna Marie, Emma Kane, Myra, and Sam Cohn. Would you like to sponsor the show? Become a therapy producer. Patreon.com/therapy. All right, Jim, you threw me for a bit of a loop because
Did I go with the wrong script?
did.
Yeah, you
okay,
did.
my bad, guys.
Okay,
We,
so-
Nick and I are like, what the?
It's a double. I can't be
Yeah,
trusted. with
okay,
these
so
things.
then this one is actually going to be 414. We're going to do this one first.
Got it.
Okay,
I'm following
all right.
you.
I'm telling future Jim, so when you listen back to this, you know when to post it.
He's not going to listen back.
He's not.
Great.
This is going to be
He's not.
fun.
He's not. All right. Continuing on. What are we doing? This is our closest without going over. Our Price is Right rules. Okay.
Didn't Whitney clean up on this last time?
Yeah, I
She
think so.
did.
No,
Yeah.
I thought I got them all wrong.
Here we go.
I thought you like crushed us.
No, Jim, I thought. I don't
Oh,
know.
was that it? Was
I
it
win a
Jim?
lot. I win so much I forget.
No,
You know, it's
actually,
just-
there was
honestly.
like 80 price of 80s.
Yes.
Things.
Toys.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas toys.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now we're in 1997.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
The Tamagotchi.
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 Yeah, did you have a
Tamagotchi,
Tamagotchi?
I think I did for me.
Ah,
What
that
was
was
the
the
other one
best.
called? There was a Tamagotchi and
Wasn't there a Pet Rock?
Oh, there was. It
That's,
started.
that's
that's Gen
earlier.
X. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Not us millennials.
No.
The
We weren't
Tamagotchi was
idiots.
basically the new version of the
Gigapet?
Pet Rock. though.
It's Gigapet.
Gigapet.
Yeah,
that was like, I
Gigapet.
think that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I had, yeah.
Okay, the tiny beeping keychain that died if you looked away for
Yep.
2 hours.
Yep.
And the best thing about it was that it did actually die.
Yes.
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 If the thing died, you couldn't reboot it.
No.
Like,
Oh,
you
it
had
wasn't
just-
like game
Yeah.
over?
No. You had just thrown your money away,
Yeah.
and the thing was now a paperweight.
You had to go buy
Oh,
another
I did
one.
not remember that.
Yeah,
Shit.
the original ones anyway. Maybe they changed them up
okay.
at some
Yeah.
point, but like the
Oh my
original
God,
ones,
that
like
is amazing.
The first ones out of
Consequences
I
of
think
your
Japan,
actions.
the ones that would come over from Japan.
That's so
Like
funny.
it was all Japanese writing in them, and
my
like
gosh.
once they were dead, it was like an animal had died.
Yeah. And then a little message camp said, "You have shamed your family and yourself."
You should kill yourself.
Here's a sword.
That's right.
Call him a sword.
Seppuku is the way. Oh my God.
That's why they went out of business. They were sending out all those swords.
No repeat
It's like a
customers.
dark
In U.S. stores in the late 90s, roughly what was the suggested retail price of the Tamagotchi? Use the low to mid range, not scalper prices.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
All right.
Closest without going over. Who's starting us off?
Go for it.
I'm going to go. This is 97.
Yeah, 1997.
Give me $30.
Okay, Whitney.
Take 30 on the number.
My instinct was 25. So, but is that a bad strategy to guess 25? I
Nobody's
never
gonna
know how
correct
this
you.
works.
Why not?
Nobody.
You think-
25
Yeah, go.
because I want to. Sure.
Yeah, so you go 25. You'll have anywhere from 25 up to
30,
29.
which
Yeah.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
I want $1. I think they're both over.
What a douche.
Okay. Well, I was actually going to go under 2, but I won't be a dick. I'll go $10.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, now I don't think you're
Everybody's
gonna
got a little
I didn't
room.
realize you were playing. I thought
got
I
a
was
little
out.
room to breathe.
Well, now you know.
I do.
I hope it's 20.
Be there.
What did you say?
25.
25. It's me. I got it. Roughly $15 to $20.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's cheaper than
I was
thought.
honestly thinking about 16.
They were so in
Oh.
demand. I should have raised
Okay,
those
here we go.
rates.
Rare individual
I should have been like,
units.
what is
All
the
right.
rate? What's the answer? I'll tell you what I said.
Guides on rare Tamagotchi versions listed documented prices. Oh, up to about $2,999 for
Wow.
extremely rare white and red models.
Oh, there you go.
Jeez. Wow.
There we go. Let's do one more. 1998,
Okay.
Okay.
the Furby.
This is
Furby, I definitely had a Furby.
Jacob's got to start it.
The creepy, cute owl hamster robot that
They're
learned
so-
English.
It still
I
gives
don't
me
remember that.
nightmares.
Yeah.
Was the original 1998 retail price of a Furby.
These were the
Jacob.
original AIs. The first
Okay, this
Terminators.
I will say was $22.50.
Okay. I was going to go 35.
Well, you still can.
I am. I'm going to do that.
In fact, you have.
Yeah.
So-
Jim's looking it up on his phone.
I am not.
Yeah.
I was typing you guys a text message.
Oh.
All right. So what are the numbers?
$22.50 and
35.
35.
Oh boy. Give me 40.
25.
Oh, the original $35.
Oh.
On the button.
On the button.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to give myself, I don't know, 5 points.
You get like a $100 bill, I think.
Yeah,
I think
I
Bob
think
Barker
so.
shows up and gives you a $100 bill.
That's
Ew.
right. From 1997.
That's what I was going to say from 1997.
So you just paid off your house, my man.
I
You
just
can
like
now
that the bill
retire.
looks cool. I was like,
The collector high. Any guesses?
Oh boy.
Oh, it's going to be absurd.
10K without breaking a
for a
sweat.
Furby?
Yeah. If we get a Beanie Babies question, we are deeply fucked because the top notch on that's going to be insane.
Collector high was $6,000.
I was going to
Oh.
guess 2.
Okay. All right. So tie game. Whitney and Nick, neck and neck.
No, I won both of them.
So
Whitney
tie
and
game.
Nick both have points. Question
I'll take it. Yes.
Tie game. Fine.
Yes.
number 2. Another
Nick
woman.
is tied for the win.
Another woman is in love with my man. Hey guys and Mrs. Pew Pew.
Pew pew.
I wrote in a few months ago about my partner and I's mismatched sex drive, and y'all really hit the mark with the nuance and sensitivity around the subject. I'm glad to announce talking about it was a great opportunity to understand each other better, and things are great, going 9 months strong, except for this one lady.
Lady.
To
I was
give
going to say we should just stop there.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, a lady. To give a tiny bit of context, this lady, we can call her Kay, and my boyfriend Jay had an intimate relationship about a year or so ago, knowing each other for about 2 years total. It was casual, and they stopped sleeping together about 6 months before Jay and I met. Kay is deeply in love with Jay, and I guess just kind of hoped he would come around because as soon as she found out Jay had a partner, she sent a long message about how she needs to create distance because Kay is so in love with Jay. This obviously rubbed me the wrong way, but okay, first red flag. Now she's back and she won't leave him alone. She ended up blocking him on everything. Then, when she re-added him, sent another long text about how she wishes things could go back to normal. Okay, second red flag. Really, my question is, how do I shake this woman from my psyche? I trust my boyfriend 100%. He would and could be with her if he wanted to. Jay has made his feelings clear to both Kay and myself, and I really do believe him. He does care for her as a friend and does want to have a casual relationship with her. I just can't seem to get this woman out of my head and out of my relationship. I don't want to ask Jay to stop talking to Kay because I don't think I should have that kind of authority over other people's lives. I know I probably just have deep-seated trust issues, but the disconnect between my logical brain and my subconscious is driving me crazy. Any advice? Thanks, as always, Anonymous.
So it's kind of like obsessing over the thought that your partner could leave you for someone else.
Well, I don't know how I feel. Okay, so writer...
Well, that was a really high pitch.
Thanks, sir.
This letter's really got my balls in a vice grip.
I like the writer's deference. So, like, I think it's a very modern and progressive perspective to say, look.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, the voice drops down deeper.
Wow, it sounds so manly.
I like that writer's saying, I don't want to be one of those partners who's like controlling you and going through your messages or following up with you or saying you're not allowed to talk to X, Y, and Z. I like writer's perspective on that.
Sure.
But there's a part of me that feels like when somebody has announced their intention to ruin your relationship, they have made it clear. I am trying to steal this person away from you. I have feelings for them. I am petitioning them to try to come back. I am soliciting at the door, so to speak.
Now, do we know that has happened?
I got that impression from these two red flags.
It sounds like there were messages saying these things.
Yeah, long letters.
Yeah, I guess go back to the way things were.
Yeah, I want you back. And like
also like the blocking on social media and then the re-adding. Because don't you when you block somebody on social media, if you re-add them, it's just like an old follow request, right? Like it just goes back to that. It doesn't like pop back up. Like if Nick and I are friends on Instagram,
right,
and I block Nick on Instagram,
right,
which anyone can do because it's fine. Nick's Instagram account doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he also doesn't even know that he has one.
Yeah,
but go on.
It's actually doing the same thing that a pet rock did back in the 80s.
Checks out.
It's doing the same thing
Honestly,
that Tamagotchi does.
A pet rock Instagram account's kind of a good idea.
I know.
Just replace the picture with a pet rock. You're done.
I'll do that right now.
But you were saying you can block him.
Hey, doesn't after you get blocked, doesn't he have to then like accept
re-accept
the request? Doesn't it become just a request at that point? And if that's what you're doing, I don't know. This is weird.
Yeah.
You mean like weird behavior for the boyfriend?
It's weird. It's weird.
Jay.
Not even weird behavior. That's. I don't understand what the boyfriend is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So Kay, the other woman, who I believe we should all just call Jolene. Jolene is reaching out to boyfriend. And she is saying, like, I want you back. Like, she is sending long messages. So she unblocked. She's initiating contact. And then, because the initial thing was blocking him because of this big long rant about like, I have feelings for you, I can't be with you, I'm going to block you. Okay, fine, that's dramatic, goodbye. But like to unblock and then to send me a big long thing that says, I want you back, I have feelings for you, I am confessing my feelings for you. What? I don't know what.
I do. The more I'm sitting here in this, the more I think this is boyfriend's fault.
Go on.
The more I blame boyfriend.
Is this because you believe women?
It is.
It's because I believe women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I blame boyfriend in this because if someone confesses their love to me,
yes,
as
I have often,
as you have often, and says like my stated goal is to end your relationship with your partner that you're in a relationship right now, so that you and I can be in a relationship. And boyfriend doesn't just nip it.
Yeah.
And like by nip it, I kind of mean cut contact.
Yeah, I feel like the expectation can be there.
I think the expectation is to cut contact.
And I like writers saying like, look, I don't want to impose
and
that.
that's fine. I'm not even saying this like, oh,
just play
I
this
have
part for your boyfriend.
And like,
Say Jacob said he has a doctorate.
It's not that writer is demanding that boyfriend cut ties because with the other person because you are intimidated by this in some way. It's also rude,
sure,
and a bit of an attack on what you're doing
saying.
And what you have built.
Yeah,
like
okay,
it's openly antagonistic.
This is definitely, at the very least, this is disrespectful.
Yes,
I agree. Now, can I just play devil's advocate?
Please,
Love it.
You would, you tramp. Go on.
I think you keep rephrasing this, and I think your take on this might be a little bit different than
Nick's
what's
talking
written.
to Jim.
Sound like a
I'm
whore.
pointing to Jim with my
Thank you.
pinky.
There's some eyes.
So you know I'm
A lot of
you
eyes
usually
towards Jim.
Okay, so she says that long text, a long message about how she needs to be. Oh wait, I'm reading the wrong one. About how she wishes things could go back to normal.
Yes, and
So-
you're right.
so
Boyfriend has
you-
said, "I'm telling you where I stand, and I'm not into
That's
you."
not what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Back to normal. You are interpreting that as a sexual romantic relationship.
Yeah.
But what if she is saying back to normal, like we used to be friends?
I blocked you. I want to go back
were
to
friends.
unblock and be cool.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
friends. We had a casual relationship. I would love things to go back to normal, as in
see.
like being friends.
Okay.
Does that
Got
change
it. Okay.
your
That changes everything.
That does change
Okay.
everything.
That
And you
changes
know
everything.
What?
If
I
that's-
think
if
you
that's
make
the
a good
desire.
point. I think your point is we should presume that, because that would make more sense where writer's writing from. Because writer says in the following paragraph, boyfriend has made it clear to Kay where things stand, but we all sort of assume Kay has permanent, enduring
Right.
feelings. But Kay is saying, hey, I'm unblocking you. Let's go back to normal, which probably means let's have a benign platonic
Because I think
relationship.
we're all on the same page that
Yeah.
if Jolene is writing in saying, "Hey, I really want you bad,"
then that's not cool.
This is not cool.
Yeah,
There's
it puts
a
a,
lot of
burden on
stuff.
boyfriend
You're
to be
right.
like, yo, this person can't just be
Yeah,
standing
'cause-
outside of our door the whole time. Like,
'cause
you
then
have to shoo them away.
The boyfriend then is put in a position of like, okay, well, we can't have sex,
Right.
But I'll still hang out with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that's-
So you're
okay,
right.
so
And so
that's
this makes more sense where writer is saying boyfriend wants to have a casual relationship with her.
friendship.
Just allow her to be in the ecosystem of friends. But
Yes.
writer's saying, but this is in my head because I know
because-
where this person used to stand.
It is
Yes.
a weird thing. Like
Yeah.
if Whitney had said openly and publicly instead of just closed off and privately all the
Yeah,
time
through the Signal chat.
You know, if Whitney said over and over again how much she desired to be in a relationship with me,
Yeah.
and then
Also, stay off my man, bitch.
yeah, sure.
Also, why are you telling everyone? Jacob?
Yeah.
I said if.
Okay.
So wait a minute, you guys have
Well,
your own chat too? What the fuck is going on? We're all dating each other, right?
haven't got Jim's
Like, I think it's
text
fine.
yet
We
that
just
he
need to
said
come
he
out with it.
sent
We
to
need to
everyone.
finally fucking talk about it. We're all fucking.
Go on, Jacob. Theoretically, everyone.
It would then, even if we did all of these things, even if we went through the whole blocking thing and then the whole like let's get our relationship back to just being friendly and whatever,
Right.
all of that has still happened.
Right.
Like all of
you.
that is still in the history books.
And if you had formerly dated.
Sure, right?
And
all
it-
these
Whitney was
Dated,
also your
if
ex,
we
and
had
it's like, can we be
fucked and
cool
then
now?
did that, it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
Okay.
And the
Great.
relationship ends with like the I care about you, I can't live without you. But then it's like, okay, enough time's gone by. I'm cool now. Can we
Like,
just be
would
buddies?
SJ be like, yeah, it's cool. Whitney comes around.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, that, like after all of
If
that,
you were
I'm
delivering
like, hey,
DoorDash-
me and Whitney are going to go have a friends lunch.
You're right. No big deal.
Yeah, SJ's going to have
Some
opinions
questions.
on that.
Yeah,
Opinions,
a little
yes.
discomfort here.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe be like, yes, go.
You know
Whitney-
what? Whatever.
Whatever. I didn't say what her opinions would be.
Yeah, that's true.
They might be happy.
All right, Whitney, give us the girls' opinions here because women know
know.
women.
I
So
know.
be writer for a second. Tell us how you feel about Jolene and like whether you trust her
And
intentions.
then I want to hear you as Jolene.
I do want to hear you as Jolene. I want to hear the strong man argument. I want to hear the Jolene as I'm not a whore.
Oh, I was
Yes.
going to put on a southern
no.
accent, but you
I've-
meant like from her perspective.
Jolene,
Yes, yes, yes.
Jolene.
Sorry, yeah.
I
That's
like
what I
her
meant.
tone of voice.
We want you to dress up as Dolly Parton. I think that's where we're going with this.
By the way, if you've never listened to Dolly Parton explain how she wrote Jolene, just do yourself a favor and look it up. There's like
yeah.
a cashier involved that was talking
Oh,
to her husband
lovely.
at some point. Like it's genuinely a good story of how she wrote that
She's
song.
a doll.
So be the writer. How do you feel about a Jolene situation where she says, let's assume Nick's interpretation. Jolene is
Yeah,
saying,
I'll assume
I
that.
declared
Benefit
good
of the doubt."
intentions. I'm no longer petitioning to
Great.
be with you, but we have formally been together. Things ended with me begging for you back, but now I respect your relationship and I just want to be a friend. Unblock me, let me exist in the ecosystem. And your partner is saying, yeah, I think everything's cool now. I think the smoke is cleared. I think she accepts our relationship. She knows where I stand. She doesn't think that there's a chance, and now we can just be platonic
I
buddies.
do hear everything that you are saying, and I would suggest you do it in the butt.
And with some Courvoisier.
So I guess my thoughts on this are, on one hand, I think men do this more than women, where they kind of assume best case scenario, like, oh, she's just trying to be a friend. It's not a big deal.
Oh, I'm terrible about this.
Like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yep,
I think
me
most. Sorry, and maybe I'm gender stereotyping here,
Go
but I
on.
notice with most men that is like kind of a go-to thought process. Like,
Okay.
no, this is what she said, and it's like,
We assume good intentions. I wish the cameras
we
were on. You
cannot
could see Whitney's face. Whitney made the
Sorry.
face that all women thought she made. Right
Whitney
there.
there was a smirk with an eyebrow
There's
raise.
the smirk
like,
with the
go
eyebrow
on.
raise. Are you sure about that? You sure about that?
Whitney's expression very clearly said, "Okay, bitch."
Yeah. Yeah. You
Okay.
dumb
Just step
motherfucker.
aside.
That was
Okay,
yeah,
bitch.
Yeah, that's right. That was the put the arm around him, move him out of the way. Earrings are
I
coming
got
off
this,
as
I
she's
got
walking
this.
forward. So you're saying that most men are completely, I guess, deluded.
Clueless.
Yeah, clueless. Thank you.
Yeah,
We don't pick
clueless,
up
and
on it.
maybe I'll say what Nick's saying, like benefit of the doubt, just like with the person doing his painting. Give
Yeah.
them the benefit. And how did that work out for you,
Yeah,
Nick?
yeah.
Giving them the benefit of the doubt.
It's done. I mean, mostly.
Don't take him back there. Don't let him hijack the show with the
I'm
painting.
not,
Go
but
on.
I'm just saying, like, that's the perfect example.
The
of,
work's
like,
not done, but the employment with those other people is done.
That's why I said it's done.
So
It
you
could be
say
anything.
writer. I agree with you.
Yes.
I don't trust Jolene either, but I don't think boyfriend is doing anything nefarious. I think
No,
he
I
is
don't.
completely indifferent and benign.
Yeah.
He is clueless. He
Yeah.
doesn't get it. He's like, yeah, sure, we used to be together, now we're not. I don't like her anymore. She doesn't like me anymore. We can be buddies. No
Yeah.
big deal.
But like, here's the thing: is that women, especially if she's already expressed, this woman in particular, this is the vibe I get from what you've written, basically, that she was in love with, is in love still with Jay, and she took time apart and maybe wants to come back, but in my mind, she's still seeking that connection. Like, think about anyone from your past that maybe you have or haven't tried to reach out to. Why didn't you, or why did you? Like,
Okay.
if you did, you're seeking that connection, that reconnection
Right.
again. If
Removing
you
the
don't,
block is not an impartial action. That is a seeking action. Oh,
exactly. Remove
okay.
the block. And she reached out again saying, I want things to go back to normal, because normal to her led to the relationship before.
Right.
And I also think you have been with your partner for 9 months. That's wonderful. You all have been going strong. I think this girl Jolene
Yeah.
might see this as not that serious,
Not cemented.
exactly.
Okay.
This isn't like a decade-long relationship or something like that. Y'all have kids. I don't know.
So she doesn't want to threaten it openly. She just wants to be in the mix. She wants to be available.
She's waiting for the rebound.
That's it. Yeah.
She wants the
there it is.
opening.
Yeah.
Like, we can still be cool and talk, and you're not blocked. So
Whether
if
she has
something pops
changed
up-
goals or not, she has definitely changed tactics.
Now, let me
Yes.
ask you this, though,
That's my
Whitney.
opinion.
Part of me, so I agree with you. I think that interpretation of Jolene's intentions is probably accurate. But then I wonder, you or the writer, to what extent can you really defend that?
Okay.
Because there's always an ecosystem of women that exist that probably are keeping an eye on some guys to see, like, oh, what's going on with that guy's relationship?
There
Like,
certainly are.
Did that end? Like,
that's my experience.
And if that happens, then they are going to run in for the rebound, and they do want to be next on deck, and they're not going to be rude about it. They're not going to be a whore and like challenge it, but like they're going to occasionally signal, I'm around and I still like you, but I'm not going to threaten your relationship. And is it reasonable for you or the writer to like run around trying to patrol all that or defend all that?
So, and this is all through text, right? This isn't like
sounds
Facebook
like it's-
Messenger or something like
Yeah.
that. It's not social media.
I get
it's
the
through
feeling
text.
I
it's direct
assumed that part of
message.
it was through social media direct messaging.
I know. I was
Yeah.
thinking
because
direct
because
messaging.
the blocking and unblocking,
Yeah.
based on that, I assumed that some of it was social media direct messaging.
I
Sure.
think you can block on iPhone. Again, I've never done it,
You
but I have
definitely can.
clients who.
You could definitely block people on your phone.
Oh yeah. So
Is that why you don't reply
I
to anything I send you? What the fuck?
No, you're not blocked.
Oh, okay.
I see every message you send me.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Kind of wish
See?
I was blocked.
Yeah, see, it hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jeez.
That's why you shouldn't ask fucking questions,
Oh, yeah.
Chobin.
No, I don't. There's some things I don't want to know.
But okay, so let's say it's text messaging, because I think it's a little different. Let's say text messaging, she
Okay.
unblocked, and now she's sending this message. My theory is, if I were in your shoes and like Peter is going through this, yeah, it would probably drive me a little bit crazy, like what's going on, because I think men are just like, whatever, I just won't respond. But women like want finality or something. Like, well, tell her this, like tell her you don't want to be with her, that no, blah blah blah. And I think men are just like, well, I'm just not going to respond then. And that's enough.
Yeah, because there is a fear of, I think, on the man's part of like, okay, I'm going to tell her this, and there's this fear that I'm misreading the situation, and that I'm going to say, "Hey, look, we're not going to have sex. We're not going to be, sexual relationship."
Whoa,
and then this
exactly.
I know.
See, that's
Pervert.
scary.
That's the move.
It's like in Wedding Crashers, the mom.
Why would you
Slapping
assume I
pervert.
want to have
You
sex with you?
pervert.
Pervert.
Yeah.
Covers
You shoved your tits in my face. You put your face in my tits, you pervert.
Okay, so that's the fear behind that, and that I see that because
No,
again,
I'm not saying it's a logical fear.
no, but I
Women
think
are also masters of this plausible deniability move.
yes, I do because they don't want to be caught in their plan either. It's
Yeah.
like if that's her
Right.
plan, she doesn't want to be caught up in it.
But she wants to
either.
be in the orbit. She wants to be close enough that she can race for the rebound if it happens. Would you try to block her, or would you advise any action steps for the writer?
I don't think so. And so this is where if you're dude, if it's social media and your person's on social media all the time and this person's like messaging them, I might go the curiosity route. You can say, "Oh, well, have they been messaging you?" Or like since then, and they say, "Oh yeah, they have a couple times." Okay, well, what did they say? Do you mind sharing? And once they share that, it's kind of like digging in a little more like, "Oh, well, like, is that something you want? Do you want them to be in our friend group?" Like, I would absolutely go the exploration route because we don't want to be caught up
So
in Nick's
funny.
trap of like, what? You just want them blocked? Like, I don't know. Peter and I just don't exist that way. So it's really
Right.
hard I get some people do. And like, if that's your vibe, fine. But
Yeah.
it's just, no, until I have a reason to like not trust you, it may like
I don't believe you, Whitney.
dig in my head.
Nick and I are both feeling emotionally the same thing. When your woman's like, "Oh, so what did she say? Oh, would you like her to be in our friend group?" That's a trap, my man. That is,
Well, how are
I
you
have the
gonna-
little
how are
guy
you
from
answering
Star
it?
Wars screaming, going, "It's a trap!"
So what would you answer, Jim?
There you are walking a
hold on.
tightrope, dude.
Hold
So
on.
like, did you reply? Like, yeah. What did you say? "Oh, I'm fucked." Like, this is all
Well,
bad.
if you're fucked, then that's on you. What did you say?
There it is.
See?
Do you see what she's doing?
What?
Do you see what she just did? She turned it around on us so fast, man.
But no,
We're in
it's not
trouble.
even to come at you. It's to get you to realize because my thing is Peter just wouldn't reply. He'd just stop responding. And really that's the only right move if you're a dude and you don't want to
Yeah.
assume things, but you don't want to encourage things, then
Yeah.
like
Uh-oh.
I've brought in
Yes.
Oh,
an outside
shit.
source.
a guest. Hold on, let me
SJ
sacrifice
has
the mic for
walked
the
in the room.
Yeah, okay. I was like, let me sacrifice
SJ is here.
a guest appearance.
What did you say?
Did Jacob brief you?
This is the exact women's response. Wait, what did you say? What did you
Yeah. This just
let me
became
know.
Jerry Springer. Jesus.
Yeah, so fill SJ in, give her the quick nickel sum
All right.
up and see what she thinks about
I think I can do it. I'll give her the quick summary. So our writer is in a relationship, has been in a relationship for like a year and a half.
No, 9 months.
9 months. Sorry. So writer's ex-girlfriend, who he was last with 6 months before this relationship, when that relationship ended, ex-girlfriend had written this big long thing to him. "I can't be without you. I think we should be together. And because I can't stand not being with you, I'm going to block you on everything. Goodbye." Great. They fast forward, he's in this new relationship, and then X reaches out and says, "Hey, I'm unblocking you. I want things to kind of go back to normal. Let's be cool." So girlfriend is writing into the show and saying, "So I have feelings about that, but like I don't want to boss boyfriend around and say like, oh, you can't talk to her. Okay, she doesn't seem to be openly threatening our relationship, but I distrust her intentions. I think that she's trying to kind of get in nearby to see what's up. There's a couple of red flags here." And so writer's saying, "Am I in the wrong? I'm feeling anxious about this. Or should I be pushing back on this?" And so getting women's opinions about this. Whitney's opinion is that Jolene is the nickname we've given the ex-girlfriend. That Jolene is getting herself well positioned to be on deck to jump in here and get a shot. And she's also saying that she doesn't feel comfortable just shutting the door on Jolene because that's a little insecure, but is very aware that Jolene is making some subtle moves here.
Yeah, I didn't say don't shut the door, but I don't think you have control over another person, so you can't.
Right.
I mean, I guess you could tell them you want your boyfriend to not talk to her, but I don't know. That seems like we are going down a controlling route. Nick also brought up that when the ex-girlfriend said, "I want things to go back to normal," does that mean back into a relationship, or does that mean like, oh, I just want to be cool again, I just want to be friends?
We
and that's
assume
where
it's
I was
the
like,
just
no,
be
she
friends
has a
thing.
plan if she's like trying to just be friends, right? Like, oh, I just want to be friends again after I told you I loved you and blocked you, and then now I'm
I wish I could
resurfacing.
translate all the facial expressions. Yeah. Like SJ is on a journey.
Yeah, you have to talk.
Yeah.
SJ is holding the
Well, she's
microphone in her
thinking.
lap.
Give her a
SJ
second.
and is thinking.
SJ, who is a professional entertainer, does not want to talk into the mic.
Well, I was gonna get all the information first. I'm sorry I sound like trash. I had to sing for 13 hours yesterday.
Aw.
No joke. Yeah.
That was what I did. That was the same noise I made. I went the high
Like,
pitch.
how old are you? Too is like a good question.
Okay.
Like,
That's
Okay.
actually a
I
good
think
question.
I would react differently now in my 30s plus.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Late
Additional
20s.
When I was
30s.
in my 20s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Extra innings, as we call it.
Before I would have gone nuclear, and I think Jacob can.
How? I mean,
is
things,
hilarious.
things like this have happened.
Marriage therapy has
Yeah, y'all are
begun.
in the entertainment industry. Like a lot of shit has probably been thrown out.
I can think of multiple people that have, for lack of a better way to say this, have confessed their love to me.
Oh,
Okay,
Jacob,
again,
suave.
I told you that in confidence,
I said
and
multiple.
I feel weird.
I am no
Jay's
longer.
face.
I'm no longer a host. I'm in the audience. I
Yeah.
want to hear more about this. I'm just going to set
I
my
think this
microphone
is-
down.
Yeah, a good
No,
side
so I'm
story.
just saying, like,
Give SJ your mic.
these things have happened in the past. Like, what did you think? How did you deal with it then?
I think multiple is a strong word.
There you go.
But
Yeah. He's overestimating a little bit.
No, give it back
Just
to
take him down a notch, SJ.
Later on, off the air, I'm going to have her name the people that she's thinking of, and we're going to see if they're the same people. Because I know that it's multiple.
Can we still be present though off the air? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not naming people for their privacy.
Yeah.
That's
We're
fair.
going to name people.
That's
in the
right.
room here
There
in a
will be
minute
an
when the mics
audit.
are off.
I am going to prove
there
my
was-
point.
There was a time when he was on the road, and he wasn't with me, and there was.
I wasn't even thinking about on the road.
Oh, shit.
That's the one that I think of that made me uncomfortable.
Oh.
And I was like, because I'm not there,
Right.
Yeah.
He was like, there's someone that's attracted to me, and I was like, well, you better tell her to go on.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like, how would you like me to
put
word
that
it?
bitch on
'Cause
the
I will
phone.
tell her.
and that was, I think we were engaged at the time. It was a long time ago.
yeah.
So I was like,
Early,
it
yeah.
was very early, yeah. So I was much more like protective. But like now, I don't know. Like I would probably still go at somebody.
That was Jim's prediction. He's like, I was like, well, I get
I'm pretty
curious.
feisty.
I get curious. I'd be like, oh, are they messaging you? Are you still messaging them? Is this just an unblock? She sent this message and you left her on red? Because if you left her on
Right.
red, then I don't give a fuck. Like,
Right.
I don't know. But
If she unblocks you like that, who cares? Like
Right.
But Jim's
It's a
like, oh, you're
one-sided
just going to be
action.
curious. You're not going to go ape shit. He's like, that's a trap.
Well,
Did you
but
message
here's
we're
her?
not doing anything.
So we're in agreement that there's no action the writer needs to take, but the writer's kind of not really writing us saying, what should I do? The writer's saying, but I'm finding myself preoccupied with this.
Yeah.
And I've only been in this relationship for 9 months. And I think this is an interesting question that a lot of humans, women and men, are going to experience where it's like, well, do we play relationship defense? Like, how do I reassure myself? Is there a conversation I can have that will make me feel better? Like, what do we do
And something I said earlier was I'm blaming the boyfriend.
for not taking
I'm
proactive
saying, like,
steps?
This is
No, that's not what you said before SJ.
Yeah, that's
came.
weird. Now all of a sudden, you're
This
like,
is-
oh,
this
I
is-
believe
this is
women.
changing now.
Yeah, that was
Right?
weird. Earlier, he was like,
that dick wet is what I said earlier.
yeah, he went on and on about something like 70% of wages. Like, it was weird.
Yeah,
It was really weird.
I said if your dick ain't dripping by the end of that conversation, you did it wrong.
Oh my God.
SJ
yeah.
is ripping
Yeah,
the
get
mic away from her
back.
husband.
Give SJ my mic.
No, I said it was. I thought it was the boyfriend's fault. Not everything, but like at some point, after somebody does all this, after somebody says all this to you, it becomes kind of a shit or get off the pot type of scenario.
Okay.
So what would you do?
There we
Oh,
go.
I ignore it completely.
You just ignore.
Okay.
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
make it go away.
Okay.
What do you
That
mean
is-
make it go?
I-
like
I-
you block
I-
back or?
I don't like because all the instances I'm thinking of were done like in person or
Well, I
something
mean,
like that.
in the writer's instance, like if you're that boyfriend, what is the quote right response?
I'm
Yeah.
just done. I'm
Okay.
done. I'm done interacting.
You're not
Okay.
going to feed the troll
No.
kind of thing. I'm
just
not
out.
giving anything
and
more
I'm
to
gonna
this.
tell them.
Okay.
I'm going to be straight up with them. I'm just going to say like, hey, all of this in the past, whatever our past, I don't know what to do with that right now. So I'm just going to take a step back
Yeah.
from all this. I got
I like
I got
that.
no hard feelings.
I'll
or
call you
anything.
after the next marital fight.
That's it. Like, I don't have any hard feelings.
She's like-
If we run into each other later on, we run into each other later on.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
so long.
No, you left the door open with that
If
one.
I see you at the same swingers club,
Right,
fine.
sure.
Clearly, that's different.
Well, I think that's the answer though. Is you don't. It's on like him to just be like, hey, I'm in a relationship right now.
Right,
and,
yeah.
Like, sorry.
Okay.
You know, and until that relationship's over. I mean, if your relationship ends, that's what I think too. I was like, I've always been like, if you want to be with somebody else, go be with somebody else.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not into
Can't play
cheating, I'm not
relationship
into that
defense.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're gonna go cheat, that means you want to be with somebody else. That means we're done.
Okay. Yeah.
So just make your choice.
Yeah.
So I like this mentality actually that you're talking about because I've over the
people to
years.
cheat on you?
Well, no, over the
I was like,
it really helps me just
seems
know
like
where
a
I stand. It'd be
common- a
great.
common
Let's get this
thought,
out of the
yeah.
way early. But like, no, doing marriage counseling or relationship counseling when somebody is having a lot of anxiety about their partner and they're worried about where things stand, actually kind of having a devil may care attitude is really healthy to try to remind them like, you can't defend this.
Yeah.
There's 8 billion humans on the planet.
Yep.
If your partner doesn't want to be with you,
Yeah.
there's no amount of like anxiety or worry or proactive measures or boundary setting or guarding their accounts or getting out there or posting all the pictures on the socials to scare everybody else away. It's insecure. It's a
Yeah.
bad look. If they don't want to be with you, it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
And so talk to them sincerely and come to them directly and say, where do we stand? Do you want this?
I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. I've got it.
Okay.
I've got the actual answer.
Then we can end it
Oh,
there.
good.
Yeah, we
go
can
home.
just be done.
Good.
You need, writer, to arrange a threesome
Oh,
with you and the ex and your current boyfriend.
Okay.
And in that threesome,
yes.
you need to fuck the shit out of your boyfriend.
Okay. Okay.
And you show your boyfriend, A,
What's up?
God, I
this is
don't
what
hate
you've
this.
got.
Yeah.
But while you're doing it, you're like aggressively fucking your boyfriend
Okay.
while looking at
Eye
her.
contact.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
It's
her.
the, it's the Pepsi challenge.
with
You're going with the
crazy eyes.
Pepsi
This
challenge.
is what I bring to the table.
Yeah.
That's a power
Yeah.
move.
That's
If
a
you
very
think you
big
can-
power move.
If you think you could beat
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
if you think you could do the jackhammer
Yeah.
better than me,
Yeah. Reverse cowgirl.
Bring it.
All the fun.
Yeah.
What if it
Yeah.
backfires and she does?
No, no, no,
though?
no.
then that
Shut up,
is
Whitney.
the will of the Lord. It's the same as back in the day.
Yeah.
You'd have like
Yes.
Tyrion Lannister
That's it.
have to fight
Fight
against
for their
someone.
honor. That's
Like,
right.
That's the trial.
It's how
because
we-
the gods
It's
will
natural
allow the person who
consequences.
is
Trial
right.
by combat.
Yes.
It's trial by
It's
fucking.
exactly the same as trial by combat.
No, that works out well for the guy because
Yeah.
he's like, that was good. Let me try this one again.
So I want all the women
I think
listeners
this is
to
a
know.
win-win-win.
like,
SJ
This is an everybody
Yeah.
wins scenario.
I want all the
know
female
what?
listeners of the show to know that SJ and Whitney are making exactly the same face you are,
Lot of eyebrows.
and we don't give a fuck. All right, because
Lot
we
of
have majority
eyebrows.
rule on this show. All
Damn
three
it.
men are incoherent. I think
Damn
we
it.
all agree.
Gosh, why
That's a
do you-
great theory.
Why do you guys let Jacob on this show?
He has the equipment.
We have to. We're forced.
There is no
in
show.
our house.
He put a roof over our heads, literally.
But yeah, if you're gonna go be with somebody else, go be with somebody else. It's
Right.
really simple.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
especially
So I
when
like
it's
that.
Only 9 months into it.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that philosophy, and I think that, writer, for all the jokes, like there's a reassurance to this, which is boyfriend has not made any moves toward the ex. Jolene is not getting in. We agree with your weird insecurity, anxiety of like, shit, I don't like that Jolene's out there and that she's removing the blocks.
Kind of being a bitch about it.
Kind of being a bitch about it, but like I like your philosophy where you said, look, at the end of the day, boyfriend has been clear with me. He's told me I'm not into Jolene. I don't want her back. He's been clear with Jolene. We're done. We broke up for a reason. And like you said in your letter, if he wanted
how
to
good
be
the
with
sex was.
Jolene, he could be with Jolene. He's choosing not to, and so I have to
Yeah, she's
rest in that
clearly an
security.
option.
Yeah, she's an option. She's made herself available. So
And look, if he goes and hooks up with Jolene, then you're breaking up.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to have control over the person. You're
Unless
just
you
going to
initiate the
respond.
threesome responsibly.
Right.
Yeah.
I do think that you can say to your boyfriend, hey, this is driving me a little crazy.
Yeah. I
see,
like that
okay,
too.
so
That's
Yeah.
a fine conversation
That's
to
okay.
have.
yes,
talk through.
and the reason why I think that that's okay is because he's in the relationship.
Yes.
I think the thing that you can't do is you can't complain to boyfriend about somebody else's behavior.
That's right.
Because then what is he going to do about it? I think what you do is you can work on your relationship if something that she does or something that he does bothers the writer, then the writer can say like, hey, when she messaged you and you replied with this,
Right.
that bothered me. So we're focusing on boyfriend's behavior, not Jolene's behavior.
Right.
Because neither of you can do anything about Jolene's behavior.
And also,
You can only control your own.
give boyfriend the earbuds for this for just a second. I'll give you a second to go ahead and just hand over the earbuds.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, boyfriend.
Hey, boyfriend. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Just why are you trying to hang out with this person?
You don't need
What are you
her as
getting
a
out of
friend.
hanging out with this person on a friendly basis? Just stop it.
Yeah. And
Just-
you know
just
what?
Cut it out.
Boyfriend, leave the buds in. This is Jim. Aggressively initiate the walk-off rules threesome. It's you have to.
Boyfriend can't initiate this.
Oh, no, that's
no,
right.
No, girlfriend
Thank
has
you.
to initiate the threesome.
Okay. Let's talk about how we do that.
We can
All
tell
right?
Jim is inexperienced
How
at
you
this by
manipulate-
his
We're going to
answers.
talk about how to manipulate this. This is going to be on
Oh my
patreon.com/therapy. All
Boyfriend,
right?
do not listen to whatever Jim's about to say.
I'm about to help you, bud.
gonna go to
Okay?
the bathroom
This
in a
relationship's
minute.
not going to work out anyway. Get the memory.
This relationship is dead.
Get the W, man.
Right into pod therapy.
Best goddamn therapy show in the world. Bye,
Thanks,
SJ. Well, I think that we gave all the advice that we could possibly give on this one. We're
That's
going
a
to take
win.
a quick break. Yeah, W. I mean, just our finest fucking hour. Just, yes. If you were like, man, I really want to share this show with a friend, but I never know what episode to do it. It's this one. It's this one. This is the
Tag
one you
this,
give to
flag
a
it.
friend. You're like, listen to my professional therapist podcast friends. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're wrapping up the show, probably forever. You're listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Smitty Scoop, Mason Miller, Tess Miller, Byler T, Paris, Team Monaco, Oscar, Swanrose, Hannah Marie, Emma Kane, Myra, and Sam Cohn. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy.
All right. So where we last left trivia, Nick is
I was
tied.
kicking ass.
Okay.
And still somehow tied.
Nick and Whitney are tied.
All right.
So good at this, guys.
I believe women.
Let's see, Whitney, you haven't gone first yet.
I was just going to say you haven't gone first yet, but go on.
Whitney went first, and then Jacob went first.
No,
You
you
went
went
first.
first.
We
Oh, I
skipped
did?
over Whitney.
Oh, that's good. I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, she should get 75% of the
There it
choice
is.
that we get.
75% of the airtime, too. 70. Don't give her the 5. Jesus, what are you doing? We can't afford that.
All right. The year 2000. The Sony PlayStation 2. The PS2 was the console to get in 2000.
Oh, man.
What was the U.S. launch price?
$129.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Seems pretty...
Aggressive.
Just going off my gut because
Yeah.
it's done me so well up until
Oh,
this point.
Yes. Yes.
Goes to Jacob.
Oh, it goes to me. I'll say $140.
$140.
I feel like it was 200. I'm going to
Year
go 200.
2000. I'm going to go to... Oh, I think you're probably right, Nick. I wanted like 199 your ass, but that only hurts me.
It does.
I think
Yeah.
you should do that.
201. I'm
you
going to
go.
take the dick move because I feel like he's got it, and so I'm hoping I get some bounce on taxes or something.
I don't think it's too.
$299.
Oh my god!
Wow.
In 2000?
My brother got one of those. How the fuck did he get?
Jesus.
Mom, if
Oh my-
you're listening, how did my brother get a PlayStation
Yeah.
2 for
This is
$300?
not- What the?
Wow.
I mean, I was in college, but my little brother definitely had a PlayStation 2, and now I'm just confused now.
2000. I remember gas was like $1.50 back then.
Launch era scalpers were selling them roughly $900.
God damn.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Damn.
2000.
PlayStation's always done a really good job of like
Yeah.
controlling their supply and building
Yeah,
hype and
they
then
do.
just selling them at an enormous price.
Fine.
Yeah.
They still do that.
Okay. 2005. I'll go first on this one. 2005 Xbox 360 Premium system. I didn't know there was a
Okay.
premium system.
Yeah, now we're getting out of what we know.
Yeah. At launch, there were two models for the standard hard drive Xbox 360, later called the Premium Pro model. What was the initial U.S. retail price? Okay,
man.
so if the last one was $300, this has got to be
Nick cheated by going first.
Yeah,
now.
he totally
Yeah.
cheated.
Yeah.
What year is it?
2005.
Okay.
I'm gonna say $499.
Yeah.
No, that's too high.
Too
What
bad.
Are you kidding?
Just kidding.
Actually, I'll stick with it. Yeah,
You're going to go 500?
yeah I'm gonna go 500.
I actually don't think you're that far off because I remember it was so expensive that I didn't want to get it because they did two models because the real model was so fucking expensive that they created like a lean model that had no memory.
gotcha.
And it was the fucking worst. Like you almost couldn't even save your own games. It was so terrible. And so I remember that because everybody bought the lean model and then none of us could fucking use it. And so like I remember that because I think I did buy a lean model. I'll bet you it's 500. I'm going to come a little under that, and I'll just go 400. I'll just go underneath you.
Okay. My guess. 401.
Bitch.
501.
Oh wow, we're just getting fucked. All right.
Jim got it again. $399.
You dummy.
The cheaper, but you were right.
Wait, no.
No, Whitney got it though.
Oh yeah,
What?
because you said 400.
Yeah, Jim said 400.
And you said what?
401. So I got it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. So
and then
we're
you said
all
501.
over.
We all
I thought I
lost.
said 390.
Oh,
yeah, I
we're
think
all over.
everyone lost.
Yeah, we all
Okay,
lost.
but I'm spiritually closest. So
Spiritually, yes.
Spiritually, dude,
You can have that spiritual
doesn't matter.
point.
excellent.
That
What was it?
spiritual
It was
point is
390?
all yours.
Joke's on you, buddy. I'm saving my treasures in heaven.
There was a cheaper core model at $299.
Okay, that was
Same
it.
as the PS3.
That's
or
the one
PS2.
Jim
PS2. Yeah.
Okay.
Jim got that shitty one.
I did. Yeah.
Peak
Oh,
shortage. It was selling for $1,000.
damn, dude.
Yikes.
Yeah, no, that's always a big price item. All right, so I think I'm winning. As we wrap up the show, we want to remind you can sign up at patreon.com/therapy. You can get our extended show ad-free a day early, as well as enjoy our live chat Discord community and our weekly sporadic deep dives, interviews, skill shares, research roundups. And it's been 8 years, motherfuckers. We can't be doing fresh
I know.
content every goddamn week. We're giving away grad school at this point. Like, when doing this fucking
We'll get
show,
you- we'll get
we've recorded
accredited
more
soon.
content than
Yeah.
we were in classes. Like, the fuck you want from us? Anyway, patreon.com/therapy. Your support makes our show work. And this episode is the one that we're doing 2 in the future. So as of this episode, I don't know how to organize it. So this is the one
I figured you're just going to post this one first.
Okay, you want me to just go on
Yes.
this one first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So is this the one where I'm reading the list?
No, let's do that next week.
Got it. That's why I was
We'll
giving
get
you that
around to
option.
Yep.
All right. So I guess I'm not thanking anybody new because as of this recording, we don't know.
No, we do have one new person. Thank you.
Your Patreon dollars at work.
Hey, Justine Hartle.
Yay. Hartel.
Justine Hartel.
Nice.
Hartel. New Therapow. Thank you for
Hey.
joining.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
If you're the Justine that I already know, welcome. Glad to hear from you.
Lovely.
You're probably not.
But just
Yeah.
in case.
I can only think of one Justine that
There's
I know,
only
though.
one. I think there's only one. We'd also like to thank the benevolent, revered, generous, and flagrantly pro-therapy diehard who loves you all so much they give till it
Now
hurts.
that I think about that, Justine, she definitely wanted to date me.
I was just going to say, is this going to
another
bring
one
up
on the list.
She definitely wanted to date me, and
What a
SJ was
roster.
definitely not happy about
Well,
it.
right when
If
SJ
it's
And
roster-
that's
leaves
the
the
person I'm
room.
thinking of. That is.
We'll bring her back. You got to pay for. You want to hear that story? You gotta pay for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Justine,
That doesn't go on the free show.
Justine, don't steal my man just because you care.
I forgot all about her.
This is
Our
fun.
Thera partner, Pickett, we
Pickett.
love you. And especially, we want to thank our bosses, the mysterious and shrouded Illuminati members of our fan club, the Thera producers. Thank you, Jake Schneider, Myra, Robert Brownie Jr. Mint, Smitty Scoop, Richard fucking Macy, Judy Schneider, Malia, Leon Kassab, Carolyn Albert, Kevin Chamberlain, Tess Miller, Dan Martin, Sammy Scoop, Slurpy Kai, motherfucker, Ben Stanley Slapping Your Face, Sarah Smith, Adam Hathaway, Byler T, Mike Helm, Oscar Swanrose, Paris, A Sunny Boy, Darren Cunningham, Lib, Sandra McWaffle, Team Monaco, Thunder, Cougar, Falcon Scoop, Heyo, Hannah Marie, Andrew Langmead, Emma Tonka, and Pony Soprano, Alina, Coda DeLorean Guy, Brady Malachek, Chick-fil-A, Gabriel Adame, Sean Sutherland, Max the Ginger Scoop, Chad Mag, Adam Warren, Inka LaPrince, Sam Cohn, Be Gay, Do Crimes, Elio Dare, Blip Blop, and Amy Aardvark.
If you would like to hear this episode uncut and unedited,
And why wouldn't you?
and enjoy our spontaneous side projects, go to patreon.com/therapy. And thank you for supporting mental health.
Well, that's all the time we got for this week's session. We want to thank our landlords, SJ and the Ruckus and the scenic Koi Pond Studio. And we want to remind you that if you liked our show, you can share it with the world. You can tag us on the socials when you do. It's at PodTherapyGuys on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, /PodTherapy on Facebook and Blue Sky and Grindr. And don't forget about all the extra goodies at patreon.com/therapy.
If you want to submit a question to the show, you can ask anonymously at podtherapy.net, email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com, or click the link in the episode description to be taken to our anonymous Google form. I'm Nick.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jim.
Thanks. We'll see you for your appointment next week.
Justine.
It's not her. I checked.
Ah, damn it.
I went through my burner phone. She's not in there.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.